Turn 95, March 11th, 1942. Let's see what kind of damage we can do to Hellsen. Alright, auto flip the dot base. More of those damn PT boats. Oh. 1,000 yards, half a mile. Come on, come on. Alright, well, we didn't hit them, but they missed us with all their torpedoes, so we'll take that. A draw. Oh, we just lost oh, maybe doesn't show any men being lost, so maybe they already got dumped off. Nope. Oh, come on. I have never seen subs attack those. Alright, bombing my airfields. Alright. Oh, come on! Yeah, we're not going to attack the subs though. Don't worry. Just don't worry about a K-13. Just come up on the surface, do whatever you want, have a party, fire some fireworks. We're just going to come over here and do nothing. There's the damage. Another damage. Three damages. And we're probably out of depth charges. He's gonna kill all these with subs. I've never seen this before. Why haven't they unloaded? This is ridiculous. They're sitting there getting picked off and they won't frickin' unload. Oh yeah, let's give them 4 or 5 attacks each. Why not, you know? Ridiculous. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead again. Go ahead. We don't mind. Why does this game hate me so much? I really don't know. There we go. All bad weather. Look at that. 3 in a row. All bad weathers. Seems every time I try any kind of offensive action, Hellsen knows about it. I don't know. Well, that's a good 53 hits in heavy rain, if you can believe it. It's about time for the subs to shoot a few more of my barges. Hey, look at that. Bad weather, bad weather. Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, there goes that turn of very few airstrikes. There we go. Yep, let's sink them all. Yeah. Don't even have any left. Oh, this turn is making me very frustrated. Hey, we finally got one of them to surrender. Yep, and the base force got wiped out. Alright, well, we're doing some base expansions, then we'll do production, and then I'll pause the video, make some saves, get some intel, come back, and we'll go through the after action. And see how many of my troops made ashore at Merrick. My guess is so far I'm thinking none. The fleets either ran away or they were all sunk. Alrighty, another fairly slow day in the war. Let's go over some stats here. Score-wise, we went up 62 points. The Allies went down 2. In the air, see, Allies lost 1 to ops. We lost 1 on the field, 1 to flak, 1 to ops. Let's go ahead and take a look. Hey, we lost an Ida to flak, a Sally on the ground, a Sally to ops, and they lost a PBY-5. So we lost 3 aircraft. Let's go take a look. 1 pilot killed. Alright. Probably the one lost to flak. Incoming air units for us. 3 days. We get some fighters and some Sallies. The Sallies will be usable. The Nates will probably be restricted. On the ground. 2 days to a base force. 3 days to a plethora of units. As we've said before, Air HQ, 4 anti-tank units, 7 naval nav guards, an engineering regiment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 special base forces, a regular base force. So, like the 21st, I believe that one will merge up with one of this other units. We already had one of the port units and make a larger base force that has CD guns. While we may not combine all of those, we will probably combine several of those. I think you get 4 total, and I think we will probably combine 2 or 3 CD guns. You can never go wrong with having additional CD guns. So that's what's coming for us on the ground. Should have no. Whoa, we do have a unit destroyed. Oh, on that damn. Okay, on that damn ship up in Burma, we lost. Okay. I'm going into production on aircraft and engines. We got 15, 26, 37, 38, 39 engines. We built 3 Zeros, 2 Oscars, 2 Sallies, and a couple other ones. Alright. Devices that we built. Let's see. 26 engineers, 23 support, 19 newer AT guns. The 47 millimeter instead of the crappy 37, although the 47 isn't much better. It is, I mean, over the 37, it's a fairly significant difference, but in terms of like what the Allies get, it is a pea shooter. Got some AV support, some artillery, and then down into our engines, a little bit of nav support, little anti-air guns, and so forth. Let's go ahead and pull up Combat Reporter. We'll go through that. Alright, at sea, we had a little bit of surface action down here near Samarang. A pair of destroyers showed up against some PTs in the rain with a little bit of moonlight. Not much really happened. We fired a few shots. They fired some torpedoes. Nothing happened. Nobody got hit. And at Merrick, our barges got annihilated by a couple Allied subs. I have never seen Allied subs attack barges. It's kind of like when they decline to shoot torpedoes at, like, you know, AKLs and stuff. I have never seen this happen before. Maybe some of you have. I just haven't. The Salmon and the Skipjack. Was that the only 2? Nope. Stingray's in there. the Shark. Looks like he has 4 different subs here. And they attacked on the surface. They used their guns, and they just mauled the hell out of my barges. I lost a lot of troops. Drinking in the water, dunking them, killing them, drowning them. We did manage to land troops at Merrick, but we lost a lot of them here, and we lost about half of our barges. And then some little ASW action here at Kalajeti. K-13 is here. We against the PB dropping off supplies. We spotted it. We attacked. No damage. K-13 was also spotted again a little bit later by those destroyers coming up. I turned them into an ASW task force and sent them up north, and they found K-13 and hit her with a couple depth charges. There was no direct hits, but there was several damages. Then on the ground, we had combat at Hangzhou. The 14th Base Force was wiped out by attrition because they are surrounded. At Hangzhou, my attack here got 28-1 odds, and we destroyed another unit. Pretty much this happened. We destroyed a unit, and then the base force was wiped out. And at Clark, our daily bombardment. We do have additional artillery units on their way to Clark to get this bombardment be a little more affecting. Amphibious-wise, we landed at Little Andaman and at Car Nicobar. All these little bases here, the 4 little dot bases, we will be capturing the next couple turns. In the air, there was a little bit of action. The RAF out of Burma/India did some night strikes at our northern air bases. You can see some Wellingtons bombed Chiang Mai. They bombed Pegu. They bombed Rehaing and Alter Edit. Not much damage, if any, was done to the airstrips, but we did lose a Sally there. We bombed some Chinese. We bombed Clark. We bombed Bataan. And a little bit of Sumatra, and the rest of our stuff was hindered by weather. Imagine that. Signet report. One of the best reports ever. Look at that. We got Perth, Bandoang, Bowen, Horn Island, Silver Baja, and Pearl. Awesome. All not usable at all. And ops reports. In the unknown. Alright. Yeah. We're loading another division up in Tokyo. We bought it out. So the 54th Division will be joining the fight against the imperialist stinky allies. I'm not 100% sure where she's heading yet, but she has been bought out. She's loading up on transports, and she will be shipping out in a couple days. See, we got snooped by some aircraft. Yeah, a barge is having trouble controlling the flooding, and then sinks. Let's see, HA-43 engine advanced another month, and the 21st Division took some upgrades. Lost some troops here. What was it? During amphibious unloading, task force being spotted, submarines information heading back to truck to replenish, sighting enemy units. All the ones that were actual ships were all blue reports, which means they're 100% fake. Or I shouldn't say fake, they're 100% inaccurate. A lot of times it's just made up reports or your aircraft seeing your own ships. Replacements, the Glenn's out of the pipeline and all in the pool, and we still got 1 Babs in the pipeline. We got 3 destroyers repaired at Hakodate. Those were not damaged, those were upgrades, so they have been fully upgraded. Got a couple aircraft down for maintenance. We admitted to losing 3, 6, 7 barges. We captured EPI. We auto-flipped that one. Intel, let's see. Nagasaki, it's us. Tulagis, that's us. Tennant Creek is not. Chengchao is us. And that, I believe, is probably Russia. Borzai. Perhaps India? I'm not. I don't. I won't even pretend to say I know all the bases in India or Russia. So it's one. It's one of those. But you can see Chang Chao is up to airfield size 7. Tulagi down in the Solomons, it's airfield size 3. We have one more to go. Then we will flip back, maybe to port. I'll have to look and see what size the port is. I want to be able to dock some ships there, and we want to get the forts up to like 5 or 6 before we have to worry about them in invading. Nagasaki airfield up to 5. Damaged aircraft. Damage on landing, crash on landing. So no, the Sally was the pilot that we lost. Okay. And artillery regiment arrived at Kagoshima. That will be railed up to Nagasaki, and then we will send it out. I'll have to check and see if it's part of a larger division. If it's not, it'll probably go to Luzon right away to help on the bombardment at Clark. Go ahead and bring that down. Hop back to the game. Swing over on the map. Over to Burma. Our invasion of Burma is progressing. Not much is going on. We got all of our units here. We will not be bombarding this turn. Just letting them catch up on some supply. We got a division plus at Pegu. We got the 17th Independent Guards Regiment and the 1st Thai Division. The regiment is going up to this hex right here to block the escape out of Rangoon, and the Thai division is going to go right up the rail and start pushing north to see what kind of damage they can do. They're not a very strong unit. None of the Thais are. It's 142 assault strength, so about the same as a regiment. But they are Thai units, so I don't know without looking it all up and doing the math. I believe Thai units are a little bit stronger than Chinese, but they're not the same as regular infantry for everyone else. We got another regiment coming up here, and we're loading. Let's see, dropping off the last of the division here. We got a base force ready to roll, and we're dropping off a bunch of base forces and an air headquarters here. Once that's clear, we got some more troops down here, a cavalry regiment, and a land headquarters. Everything else up here is heading south to go back to Singapore to pick up more men and supplies. You can see we have ships coming to all the bases down here. This guy for some reason was still trying to load supplies, so I've canceled that, and he will be moving out as well. Not a whole lot going on in Malaya. We're just loading up troops and supplies and moving out. Our attacks along the coast of Sumatra is going good. We should have an entire regiment landed here at Medan. Yep, he will just pretty much march north, taking everything on the way, and then we'll worry about backfilling these other bases. We did get some troops across. You can see part of the 5th C Division and the 41st Regiment are across. This guy will unload. This entire task force of 3 ships is empty, but it's out of fuel, so it'll be It'll be 1 day back. He'll take some damage. Basically, these guys will be moving out to take to cut off. We're going to encircle the troops up at Batavia, just so we can destroy these 6 troops. I mean, that's about 200, 250 AV of troops possibly. So it won't be that big of a deal. We'll be able to take it. The reason we're going to be able to take it because we're dropping the 2nd Division off here. Doesn't show it here. He must not be dropping them off yet. Where are they at? Right here, the 55th Division is joining here, finally. Hopefully the majority of them will unload this turn, and then they can start moving north and put pressure on Batavia. We will want to isolate Batavia and then take it. That'll let us bring anything we want down here. And then we will probably skip Bodang and just head south and take the rest of Java. And this will be the last stand. Over in Borneo, we're dropping more troops off here at Beaufort to finally take this base. We also have some troops coming to Kuching. Philippines, nothing new going on there. down here in the DEI. It's all ours. We're starting to take all these little bases in Archipelago down from Sohar Baja and between there and Timor. Over in New Guinea, New Britain, and the Solomon area, not a whole lot going on. We do have Tarapo captured. All the dot bases off of New Guinea, everything in the Solomons is ours. We're trying to concentrate down here in the south in the New Hebrides and area, but there's just a horrendous amount of subs. Last turn, what did we count? 14, 18 allied subs down here. So we've dropped off a base force at Luganville. We dropped off some supplies, and then we pretty much pulled all of our ships out. We're gonna have to use fast transports to get down here to resupply and bring more down and pick these guys up and so forth. But it's much safer than risking LSDs or a KB who is right here. She's up here. She's not sighted. There's no enemy subs around. I believe she may stay here for a turn or two. I'll need to. And she may head back to truck, refuel, knock off a couple points of system damage here, and then get more troops and head back down because we still have a lot of stuff to capture down here. We're hauling resources out of Nauru and the Ocean Islands. We're readjusting troops over here in the Marshalls. I don't usually defend the Marshalls very heavily, just because they're kind of isolated way out here, and you really can't defend them. I mean, you got two main bases. One's a 0-1, so basically you can build up to a 3-4. The other one's a 2-0, which means you go to 5 and 3. These bases cannot be built up. They cannot really be defended. I don't want to give them away, especially since a lot of them have these CD units. So I pretty much leave the CD units here. I pull the base forces off, and those go somewhere to the west or south, somewhere more useful. Truck is a hive as normal, dropping off. What do we do? We got, looks like we're probably dropping off resources at the moment. Marianas has just got an influx of a bunch of supplies. We're waiting for those to be all dropped off. Then that task force will head back north to Tokyo. Not much else in the pipeline. Heading south there. Let's take a look at the pickets. We got extreme overcast, clear sky, extreme overcast. That's 2. Partial cloudy and moderate rain. All right. Hauling oil, resources, supplies. Hauling resources out of Fusan. Oh, we got 200,000 there now. Good. We're pulling probably a lot of those out of Port Arthur and points west. We are starting to load troops here. One of those is the 54th Division, probably this unit. Nope, these are base forces. Then the next one, there's the 54th loading up. It'll take a couple days because they're not all off the rails yet. Supplies heading west to probably Burma or Singers. Yep. And then into the mess that is we call China. Not a whole lot going on. I do have some troops sneaking up this road and across this trail here just to see what's there. They're small units. I think they're like, well, there might be called divisions or brigades, but they're like 20 to 50 assault value. Nothing really big. My men are a bunch of men at Aichang. The tanks have arrived at Hankow. Those are going to need a couple, a week or two to reconstitute up to, combat strength. And then we will decide where to strike from. I have a few ideas I'm toying around in my head, but I don't want to commit anything yet because I may or may not do that, and I got to figure out if I do it, how. Got to figure out how to do it the best way. At Hangzhou, we're still fighting off a couple units of Chinese survivors out of Wenchao. Once those guys are killed, we can move a bunch of these units out of here. The division can go. The tax police, well, we'll need to put another guy here to replace these tanks, but those tanks in the division will be out of here. This guy took a beating because I believe he attacked on his own a couple turns ago for some unknown reason. But that's pretty much the turn. If you enjoyed watching it unfold with me, please go ahead and click on the like button. If you're following along in this campaign or my One Against Logic and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that button. Doesn't cost you nothing. It gives me an extra point in the YouTube algorithms to get more viewers in and get more exposure for the game that we all enjoy. But until the next turn, you guys have yourself a great day, and I'll see you later.